Yeah, there we go. Okay. Should be in order. Yeah, there we go. What's up, Noah? We're back at it again. Okay. All right. There's actually been some action today in the trenches. I'm currently in a pool for fun. Not that much size. I haven't gotten that much in fees on it. I am very, very close to being break even on this. I'm basically break even on this one. That's fine. I'm fine monitoring this situation for at least the night, and then we can decide to get out if needed. Honestly, this doesn't look like a bad chart for the pool. I know I haven't gotten that much in fees, but I think it's just because it hasn't gotten very deep. But this movement actually looks good. If we can manage to form somewhat of a bottom soon and get one bounce, then that's probably where I'm just going to exit and move on. What were we in earlier? I actually had a very good, not a very good play, but I'm trying to get more into, just because there's so many runners with a lot of volume recently, I'm trying to do more of a approach where I'm getting in and getting out and just taking the profit and moving on. I used to do it a lot, but I think I could probably start choosing some of these tickers to be a little bit more active in. My friend Will has inspired me to go into a few more pools. What were we in? It was the poly. It was the poly market play. I forget what it was. Poly something, obviously. Pollinator? Is that it? Yeah, it is Pollinator. So I actually saved myself. Wow, this thing really got cooked. So I actually managed to get out, believe it or not, back here. Wait, that's so not right. I got out today at 11. Okay, that's wrong. I got out instead right at this spike right here. So I wish I had info on what my pool was so we could look at it. But I ended up getting out as this little tick right here is where I got out, and I think I made what I make $100 on this. I think I had the 5 soul position on it, so it's just an example, I think, recently of reinforcing that I should just be playing some of these tokens for one bounce and getting out, because if I'd stayed in, would have been very, very bad. So, uh, what do you think about XRP? I mean, I have gone over this opinion a lot of times on stream before, but basically the thing with XRP is one of those cryptos that a lot of people who aren't like necessarily into crypto hold. So, a lot of like the millennials actually love XRP for some reason. I was talking to some millennials who have a big net worth and have a lot of XRP, and that's all they hold. So it's for some reason some sort of cult like holding. Um, Not that XRP is really used for something. I've seen narratives about whatever the banking partnerships, but for the most part, the bullish case for it is that the community is so like diehard, and they technically did win the first case against the SEC. They were the first chain to win a case against the SEC, I believe. So it has that going for it. In terms of actually using the token, I don't own any because I don't use it. But Ripple owns a lot of supply. 6-7. Depends which one you're talking about, bro. We'll get to Fartcoin in a second, Michael. One sec. Meme of the year. Um, yes. So we actually were in 6-7 before. Which one are you specifically talking about, though? Are you talking about uh the pump fund one? Are you talking about the bonk one? We're team bonk, right? Wait, I'm so stupid. I searched pump. The bonk one is the one that's the original, right? Yeah. The Bonk one is the most original one. This is the one that I was playing a long time ago. I think that we should all. I don't have any bias towards Bonk or Pump Fun, to be honest, but I think since this was the original one, it had the biggest run up out of all of them. I believe the most organic one. I think if we're gonna send 6-7 again, we should send the original one. No, I don't like that one. I'm sorry, Cole. I like the original 6-7. How many Met did you earn? How much did I get dropped, Noah? I got 72,000 tokens. So, Martinez, we are trading meme coins on the Solana blockchain. So, we're looking at the charts on this website called Dex Screener. These are all the charts. This is where you view individual meme coins. All of these, this whole list of coins are different meme coins, right? And you see these little, how these little symbols, these symbols on the side, they change. That means that they're coins on different chains. So when you see this Solana emblem, that means this is a meme coin on the Solana blockchain. When you see this yellow one, that means this is on the BSC chain. Like this is on the BNB coin. So the Binance coin, this is a meme coin on there. You can't trade these memes with Solana. Solana is the most popular coin. A lot of people are just rotate out to different chains for whatever reason, but Solana is the king of memes, so that's why 99% of the time there's going to be mostly Solana coins on here. So you need to note that we only trade these little these coins with this blue symbol. What else do you need to know? The second emblem besides them, you might be wondering what that is. That is an emblem that shows which liquidity pool this token is routing through. Because if you go down, you see how all of these are this little pump fun pill, this little green pump fun pill. It means it's on a pump swap liquidity pool, right? When you go down, and then you find one that has this little, this whale. This is the Orca pool. You go down, this is Radium. So these are all different liquidity pools. They're all different. You can think about like almost like markets. Like the market sells the product, right? So, and then you see this emblem, the orange one. I'm going to show you something real quick. I have to... So now these are only Solana tokens. You see how the emblem changes? If you're interested in this stuff, this is going to be a good lesson for you later. Different liquidity pools mean that the coin, where you purchase the coin, varies, right? Radium has liquidity pools. Liquidity pool is where it's a think about a virtual pool in the cloud, but it's very real. It has tokens in the pool. It has both Solana and the meme token, right? This allows people to swap the token at the market, right? You go to the market, oh, I want to sell my tokens for Solana. You sell their tokens, they give you Solana. Or you go to the market, you want to buy the meme coin. That means you put in Solana and they give you the tokens. So it's like a market of sorts. There's a bunch of different markets, and how the markets are set up do matter. And we can get into that later, but it's important to know. There's PumpSwap, there's Orca, there's Radium, and then there's Meteora. We trade a lot of meme coins through the Meteora platform. So we enter liquidity pools, right? We take part in being the market. We are considered market makers, right? Because we're providing liquidity. But going back to the example where you go to the market to sell your stuff, in this example, by utilizing Meteora, you can take part in the market's profits, right? They earn fees, so that's how we do it. You only use Dex or Axiom or GMGN. I use all of them, to be honest, but Dex Screener is the site that I like most for scanning and looking at sentiment. I also think it has the most aesthetically pleasing charts, so when I'm looking at long-term plays and I'm not super concerned, I don't use Axiom or GMGN. However, if I'm in a position that's going crazy and it's moving very, very fast, you see how this coin is not moving really? I don't have to worry about this, but if I'm in something that's very high volatility, high frequency trades, then I'm going to use GMGN or Axiom to trade those. 11 and 11:30. What is it? 10:29. All right. Bro, been having issues trading these damn coins. Yep. It's not easy. Is trading on Dex fast as Axiom or no? So I don't actually trade through Dex Screener. I just use the site to look at charts. And meme coins dude, talking sense and explaining stuff. Appreciate it. Of course, bro. Drop a follow if you want to learn more. Join the group if you want to learn more. And yeah. Give me 1 second. Sorry, Michael. I completely got off track. We can look at Fartcoin. I'm going to... Whoa, Quinn joined. Wait, we're actually going to check out this guy's stuff while we're on the topic. Sorry, Michael. We're going to look at Fartcoin, actually. Holy shit. My friend Will just sent a damn paragraph. This guy just knowledge bombed. Will is very smart. You can feel free to listen to him. He's not going to be as forgiving. Actually, no, he's very helpful. I shouldn't say that. He's very helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to ask him. Fartcoin. GVE. Oh gosh, I mean, Fartcoin got kind of fucking cooked, no? This is a hard one. Because the chart does just look so bad. I'm not gonna lie, it looks bad. Like, that is... I don't know. The thing with the Fartcoin play is, like, if Solana continues to go up and we get a strong market, Fartcoin might not run right now unless a lot of other things run. At some points in the run, Fartcoin is kind of like a lead meme market indicator, right? Because it's such a strong coin and it's ran to what? What did it run to? It ran to... Sorry, this is taking forever. It ran to 2.5 bill, which is absolutely absurd. But anyways, what I'm saying is, there are times when Fartcoin becomes kind of the leader and has a full head of steam, as you can see from this run-up, all the way back to 1.5 bill in May, and even higher in July. Wow, I can't believe it went up to 1.6 bill in July. So I don't know. The only issue is this chart looks a little bit exhausted to me. It's just had the runs so frequently, but that it makes it strong too. So I don't know. The chart doesn't look good, but if everything else goes up in the long term, Fartcoin will probably go up along with it. Yeah, that's all I can really say. I don't know for sure what's gonna happen, but I think we see 1+. You should if everything goes to plan. Thank you for the gift, Cruisescape UK. Is that like RuneScape or something? No, it's not. He's a drone operator. Okay, 1 second. I'm gonna try to get... I wish Dex Screener showed an aggregated chart. I know, right? How have they not added that in yet? But you can... Right, because... You need only Phantom Wallet. Bro, so I buy some and it goes up. I gotta sell to get that profit, right? Correct? Yes. Yes, Mosu. I've been having a problem with that. I be choosing good coins but having issues claiming the profits. You shouldn't really have issues claiming the profits. So that's why I think RN's insane entry, I put in 25k total. I hope it goes up for you. I don't think it's a bad idea, right? Fartcoin is like a very established meme, so you shouldn't have too many problems. Rismus, I don't really like. It was a big runner last year, but these are like seasonal coins. I don't really like seasonal coins. They seem like they should be predictable, but they're really not. Like, it kind of already had its run. No? Is this thing actually gonna run to 70 mil again? Maybe. Um, Personally, I would have much rather taken a trade, and not that I would ever play Rismus, but just to show you where I really look for. Like I like this run up, and that's where I would be looking for profit. Um, and this thing could go higher. Obviously, everything can always go higher or lower. You never really know for sure, unless you're the one with all of the information and supply. But anyways, um, I like this risk reward. The risk reward back here was definitely way better because you had uh, this time to sell out, and now it's kind of having a downturn. This is going to be a little bit harder to time, and the risk reward is just not as good. So that's my opinion on Rismus for now. Yo, what we alking at GE? Damn, no, I didn't know you played. No, bro, no, I know you have a PC, right? Thank you for the follow, guys. So I think Turkey Moso. What do you think of it? Can you look up Moso? Damn, you guys really do like shilling or asking for tickers, but that's good. That's good for me. I like looking, but there's a lot. There's a lot of people asking. What is it called? Oh, it's probably on Pump Fun, right? Um, Wait, what? This is your token? It actually hasn't been doing awful. It got some volume. Wait. Bro, this is such an odd looking chart. You launched this. What do you say about 6-7? Used to auto click Rune Armor with a random delay. I used to just bot on my mom's laptop and I got a virus on it. I used to be Alcarid guard botting back in the day. Win rate? I don't know for sure. It's definitely over 60%. Maybe a bit lower recently. July, we barely pumped and went to 150. Sorry, I'm so fucking behind. How much Solana are you at right now? On this challenge specifically, you can see in the corner, I'm actually at 124 Solana. I need to update that. But if we're being real, I should probably be at 140 to 150 Solana. I've been being an absolute idiot the past month or so. I'm just round tripping a bunch, and so I'm still up on the challenge. I'm still near my all-time high, but I've been here for like a whole month and I haven't made any progress at all on this specific wallet. So my brother made me my first account 2005. No, I was probably around the same age. I was probably around the same age. I think I started in either 06 or 07. 07 is when I first played. I think I saw him playing in 06, and I was like, I thought it was the coolest game ever, like literally. X402 type of play. Got about 70k shares. Going TP at $1. I hope it works out, bro. Seriously, I'd love to see Fartcoin win. I'd love to see Fartcoin win. Sorry, I'm trying to look at all of these tickers real quick. We can get into the trades in a second. I'm just trying to catch up on chat. The fellas are active today. I don't like this. Wait. It's not bad. Someone one clipped a massive amount. It's just getting heavily sold off. It's not bad, actually. It's not bad. But this big buy happened. I mean, when I see that happen recently, I normally don't see them return to the top, but I could be wrong on this one. Gosh, that's so messed up. Fucking, I accidentally streamed on Meteor's channel, and it says watch live now, crime season. Like, I did not mean to stream through their YouTube. Not good. Not good. Sorry. Okay, you can't show your own Telegram in my chat. You can't be doing that. Bobo meme, I keep hearing about it. This honestly isn't the worst chart. It's just a little bit weird. Like, who clipped this so hard? How did you get into unprofitable final boss? You can think that. That's alright with me. If you go and look at my channel, you'll see that I'm as real as they come. But, how did you get into meme coins? So, I wasn't like super on-chain the last cycle, like during the Ethereum NFT days. But I ended up buying Pepe, and I've traded Doge for a long time. I got Pepe very early, and I didn't know anything about like Ethereum or being on chain, but I saw that it was dropping or whatever, and I looked up all the steps to buy Pepe. So I knew about meme coins. I always knew that it was beneficial to buy them early. January 2024, December 2023 is when the Solana meme coins started popping off. When I started trading back in January 2024, it was so early, and for some reason the trenches were so strong. Like, it was literally easy mode. You buy anything basically, it just went up. So I was trading stocks a lot back then, and then eventually I switched over to focusing on meme coins because it was just going so well. Used to merch steel arrows, bro. I used to merch my ass off, Noah, but they introduced like the grand exchange tax now, and it's like not even worth it anymore. Sorry, Cruz. Oh, Bobo meme. Don't look great. We can look at Bobo. Bobo is an OG one, and it actually is a good meme. Like, I use it for my stream picture actually, and for the Telegram and stuff. I like the meme, but it's very ancient. We're talking about Bobo on which one though? Bobo on base or Bobo on Solana? This is technically the OG one. Look, it's 1 year, 7 months old. This one's 1 year, 3 months old. Ugh. Rip. I thought there was an official Bobo on Solana, but I guess not, right? I guess not. What's up, Killshot? How you doing, bro? Good. How you been? Do you trade meme coins off of hyper patterns? Good question. I trade meme coins. My strategy always comes top down, right? Meteora, the actual platform that we trade on, allows us to profit in ways that you can't on like Axiom and stuff, because you can enter liquidity pools and earn fees. But regardless of the technology, choosing a good coin is always going to be the #1 priority. So when it comes to a meme, right, I classify some of the plays I get into by different like grades. Like, this is not necessarily an A+ play anymore, but back here it was 100% A+, because it was so early in the run. It was such a strong meme. It was when 6-7 was like first popping off, and someone in my chat actually was like, "Yo, look at this. This could be something really big on social media." And before that, my strategy has kind of shifted because some of the major running memes aren't getting that much traction. But like, for example, on Lion, right? I'm not in this anymore, but I made a lot of money on this one because I was LPing down here. It went up. I kept some fees. I sold it here, and then I sold out on the way up. And this was a very good trade for me. Boat Kid back in the day. These are all like A+ plays, but I haven't been seeing much of these, so you have to keep that in mind. I've been doing a lot more short-term plays on maybe stuff I don't have as much conviction in. But as you can see back here, once again, when you see something early and it has good social narrative, obviously they end up running, so you can buy it. I normally don't buy stuff though. I get into liquidity pools. Anyways, I'm gonna stop yapping and look at the chat. Any RuneScape memes? Check it on the Pump Fun stream note. I put it as the banner. But I know I don't have any specific memes saved. Yo, dude, I got a song for you to listen to. Straight to It by One N Only. I got you. I'll cue it. Because this is actually a banger. Where's the blue lake? Any RuneScape meme coins? I made an account. I was gonna launch Blue Party Hat on Solana very, very long time ago, like in maybe February or March of 2024. And I don't remember if I ever did it, but it didn't really work, number one. And then I know that some people have been. I've seen. I didn't get to Bobo because you didn't tell me which one on Ethereum or Solana, so I didn't look at this chart. You have to let me know. There's a Party Hats meme, I believe, and I've seen a few meme coins, but not many. This one is still at 180k, not bad. It was running in August. Wow. Yeah, I mean, this banner goes hard, though. That banner goes hella hard. Fucking epilepsy disclaimer, honestly. I joined crypto in 2016 and are yet to touch margin or meme coins and outperform all combined. I mean, that's kind of unfair, though. The thing is what you did in 2016 isn't going to work now. I had crypto in 2016, but I never kept any of it. I was just fucking using it to purchase things. Okay, Douglas, you can catch that block. That was super easy. That's so annoying. Like, what are you doing? Like, do people does that actually work on people? Do people actually get scammed like that? Like, that's crazy work. Thank you for the follows, guys. It means a lot. Unbelievable work. Alright, what else do we have? I'm going to look at the new screener. I'm going to look at my fancy 100k market cap scanner. Here we go. Neobut. I meant to look at Quinn's tool. Quinn, who just joined the fucking chat. We're going to check out this tool. Will has told me that it's very, very good. It sounds like Bones or Suicide Boys, low-key. No? That's my era. But it's pretty good, bro. Whoever showed me this song. I don't know if you're still in the chat. Really? These are all trending high? Arena's still trending. Trump is trending. This is actually cool. I'm so mad! I sold my Clanker. I've been in Clanker. Where the fuck did it go? I'm so fucking mad. Oh my... Dude, I deserve to be, like, punished and exiled from the top of a mountain because... How am I gonna be in a pool for so fucking long? No! Dude, I'm making the wrong moves recently. What am I doing, dude? What am I doing? I sold this. I got out of the pool for this at 1.2 mil this morning, dude. Do you realize I'd be up probably an extra like $800 if I stayed in? Like, come on. It's just, I mean, I know you have to pay to play, but like, I've been doing some super, super dense shit recently, and it honestly has to come to an end. I've been doing some dense ass shit. Oh my gosh. Do you understand the frustration? Okay, taking a loss is bad, but how about selling? And I know you shouldn't worry because I got out fine on this pool, but come on. And I normally don't get heated like that, but for some dumbass reason, like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. Whatever. It shit happens. I could have used that. I could have used that extra fucking whatever. Oh my gosh. Was that even like? Is that gonna do well if I clip it for like engagement bait? Probably not. Hey, you teaching trading? Yeah, I'm trying, but apparently I'm just stupid. And I just exited out. Oh no, I didn't. Vibe was gross as hell. This thing was gross as hell. I'm so glad I didn't touch this. Gross ass token. Clank, pretty like, oh my gosh, is there a Clanker meta going down? Did I sell the bottom of the Clanker meta after being in it for like over a month? This guy def unprofitable. What do you think about Pumpcoin CTO? I was looking at Pumpcoin earlier. What's with the vest? Just extra protection against impermanent loss. When you're entering these liquidity pools, sometimes they move very fast against you. So, any extra layer of protection is always ideal. My foot hurts. It's bruised. Any tips? I recently was sliding across my hardwood floor like full speed, like full sprint. I'm trying to slide to my back door. The board goes in the I'm sliding in my socks. The board somehow catches in my foot, and a big ass shard of wood goes straight in my foot. And I'm like, no. I felt it happen. I was like, that did not just happen, bro. That thing was lodged in there. I fucking bent down to try to yank it out. I gripped on like to like a very thin like twig. I was like, all right, that ain't right. I pulled it out. I didn't get it all out. I had to go to the urgent care. They like were slicing me open. But it's been 4 weeks. I still have not had it heal completely. That shit was so fucking painful, honestly. And like whenever I think about it actually happening and going in my foot, I just cringe. Yeah, Clanker, dude, someone fucking end me. Like, dude, that's so fucked. I don't think you guys actually understand how much I would have made on this one. And it's not like a life-changing amount, but like it would have put my portfolio a good amount over all-time highs, which is what I've been looking for. So whatever, there's always going to be another. But fuck me, that's so stupid of me. Sorry, I'm done. I'm done raging. I got it out. What a joke. Alright, well, there's nothing really new that I'm loving. I actually have an evaluation. Account, but truth be told, I am too lazy. Bro, trading futures is so boring to me because A, it's delayed satisfaction. Like I have to go get a funded account before I get, and also I don't think I'm good at trading futures. Like I can trade small cap stocks. Like, I traded BYND the other day, and that's where I came from. I used to trade small cap stocks, but when it comes to futures, I feel like I'm guessing. And I was like, I was talking to my friend who does farm some of these funded accounts, and like he's been trying to convince me to do it forever. And I'm like, dude, I don't understand. He's like, dude, you just have to manage your risk and you'll be fine. I'm like, but like I still don't know like what to do. And He's more of a scalper, I guess. He makes money. He's telling me he is, and I believe him. So I just kind of gave you my thoughts on perps. I guess I was talking about funded accounts, but perps. I'm not going to touch perps unless there is a very, very black swan rare opportunity where I'm looking to have more exposure. For example, the only perp trade or leverage trade that I've taken in the past, I don't know, 5-6 months probably, was on pump. I longed this at 1 point. I think it's actually 1.19 if my line is here. So I longed it back here when it was breaking out here, and then I set my liquidation price a little bit below the lowest of lows. So I don't know how much leverage. It wasn't that much money, to be honest. I think it was probably like $2,000 long right here. I funded it with like $700, something like that. So, but Pump Fund had dumped off of ICO, and I was willing to take a bet on this, and I thought it was very bottom. So this is where when I might venture out and actually throw on a perp trade, because usually it's not something that I'm gonna want to touch really at all. Like I don't trade perps daily like that. Options on Solana soon. I saw that. Is it coming through Deribit? Deribit, I believe, is the most. I think we might have talked about this, Noah, but I think Deribit is the most liquid options market they have. I'm trying to see maybe if we can see some of the liquidity. Let's see if we can find some of the liquidity. Hello? I just go to trade, I guess. Oh, options, dude. Do I have brain damage? Like, what is good with me? Let's check out the November 1st. Yo. There's actually a good bit of size on these now. And there's a 107. Yeah, I don't really know what I'm looking at. The IV on these puts is crazy though. I don't know what I'm looking at. Like I do know what I'm looking at, but I don't know how to um get any information from what I'm looking at. I don't really know how option flow, order flow works. Western Union meme coin's so easy with insiders. This guy's gonna try to sell you some bullshit, so you can either not say that again or you can get blocked. Are we still holding Geeblification? Holy. I haven't heard of Geeblification in ages. This thing was a crazy runner back in the day though. It really, really was. Oh my gosh. Look at that fucking destruction. That is major destruction, mate. Yeah. Wow. I've never seen a death cascade so gradual. Like, that thing was actually just rugging for a continued, like, months and months. Western Union just secured inclusive partnership with Sol. I heard about that. Do you have any more info? I saw someone say that. Volume really loud. Is it really? The volume of the music? Oh, Epicentral, he says. Oh, duh. Sorry, no, I forgot. Is that better music? Maybe AJ Tracy is just blowing our drums out. I think this is fine. Volume really dead. Oh, I'm so dumb, bro. Epifun? I can look at it in a little bit. I know I've already looked at this before. I always mean to look more into this, and then I don't. No, I'm not streaming on Twitter, bro. I'm cringing right now, dude. That's so annoying. It's so annoying, bro. It's fine. Welcome, Twitter. I'm sorry that we were not streaming earlier. There we go. Oh my gosh. I was just streaming for like an hour, actually had really good content, and now no one is going to be able to watch the replay. Very, very annoying, but it's the way she goes. So, welcome to the stream now. We have gone over basically everything. I sold Clanker at... I got out of my Clanker pool at 1.2 mil market cap this morning, or somewhere around here. I don't know how I timed this so horribly. I probably would have made probably 800 bucks in this pool. 800 more dollars in this pool. And I'm throwing. I'm still at the same amount of Solana I was at the start of the month. That's okay. A lot of stuff happened, and I've round tripped a lot. But we are still at all-time highs technically on the portfolio. So we're just gonna keep pounding it out. Ah, jeez, man, that sucks. Anyways, back to the TikTok chat. Wow, that's so sad. I can't believe that. Since I was not streaming on Twitter for like a whole hour, I'm requiring everyone in the TikTok chat to follow me. And if you follow me on X right now, I'll follow all of you guys back. The X is CrimeXBT, no period. I'm trying to grow the X because it seems that Meteora, they want a lot of the Meteora content posted on X, and obviously I trade a lot of stuff. 95% of my content is Meteora, but occasionally I'll go into like stock plays or like random perp trades, and so I'm gonna keep all of that stuff on my TikTok and try to keep the X account focused to Meteora. Anyways, moving on. 6-7, hopefully. I mean, 6-7 is such a good meme still. I wouldn't be surprised if this got another run. Dude, I want to break my monitor. How am I so bad? How have I been so bad recently? I really have been so bad. But it's all good. Any strategy advice if someone wants to start with one Solana? Yes. I think this... Thank you for the gift, Robert, by the way. I think this stream and this challenge that I did from... I technically started with 1.5 Solana. But I started on August 1st of last year and grew this account to over 100 Solana. And I was inspired by my friend Razzer, who just recently found out I was live streaming. I didn't tell him for a while. But Razzer was the first one. He did 1 to 100 Solana first and inspired me. So I saw that it was able to be done. And over the course of a year and probably 2,000 different DLMM positions, we have been able to do it. But the whole goal for the channel is to get you introduced to Meteora. If you don't know about crypto, get you introduced to crypto. But I'm trying to show my strategy on how I grew this account through Meteora. You just aped Clanker and holding. Urgh. Would you loan me a small portfolio of cap? I cannot, bro. I don't have enough money to do that. I don't. I would love to lend everyone, but unfortunately, I just don't have enough money right now. But I started crypto for 3 Sol. Yes, you can start, and BNK. Yes, you can start. I'd say no less than $40 to $50 if you're starting on Meteora, just because when you open one of these positions, right, when you open one of these pools, it requires at minimum 0.05 Sol, which is roughly, what, $10? It comes out to like $11. So you need $11 to open a position. You get this money back when you close your pool, right? So don't think about it as like a cost that you have to pay each time, but you do need some capital so that you can even open positions. And I think that's where the barrier to entry exists. But when you're starting, you don't have to put in more than $20 or $30 in a pool, just because I want you guys to open your first position, see how the fees work, and you'll gain so much knowledge and experience just opening your first pool. So that's what I'm trying to get people to get into. We have one guy in the chat, Radish. This guy has been on fire. He has taken every piece of information on the channel. He's asked very good questions in the chat, and he has already taken his 0.5 Solana portfolio to 1.5, I believe. And he's just working very hard. So a lot of people don't put in the work, but he has been. He's basically showing everyone out there that you can start with a small portfolio and make money consistently. How do you find some good tokens on Meteora? Good question. So, usually, previously, I would have told you that my strategy for a long time that worked out very well, actually, was just to choose good memes, right? Almost always I'm going to start top down at this point in the market and the market conditions. Start top down on the actual meme. See if it's actually something that has social significance, right? Lion is getting cooked now, but you can see it had this first run, right? And it was a prevalent meme. Like, you were seeing it pop up everywhere. Same thing with 6-7. Same thing with Boat Kid back in the day. These were all good memes that had very good virality, and that was my strategy for a long time. Recently, and dude, fucking Clanker, dude. Oh my gosh, do you know how much this hurts? That's literally just a free $800, $1,000 I left on the table, and like that would have been really nice for the port. But anyways, like I was saying, like, for example, I want to go back to Poly. What was it? Pollinator. So, for example, this is a play that I'm not super confident in, right? Obviously, I'm not going to rate this as an A+, but the volume, the price action and the volume, I didn't mind. So, I actually got into a pool maybe back here or something, and then the bottom of my range, I don't know where it was. I don't know. But anyways, when I saw it dumping this morning, the Twitter actually got hacked, I found out. Once it got this pump, I was actually in profit, like $100 on my $900 position. So I just went ahead and took the profits and got out. So that's a good example of how even when a coin is dumping, you can make money, even if it's not like an A+, play, like I was saying I focused on a lot in the past few months. So, start top down, be patient. Love, bro. I'm going to still support regardless. Your grind is so inspiring, brother. Never quit. Thank you, bro. I really do wish I could help, but I have put in a lot of time into the clips and stuff that I have. So if you have time and you're passionate about it, just binge the TikToks, binge the YouTube videos, and you should be able to learn something. Do you use ascending and descending trend lines? I pay attention to them, but they're not super significant, right? Because people are lying to you. People are lying to you if they say TA doesn't matter, and they're also lying to you if they say all you need is TA, because technical analysis is basically just reading human emotions on the chart, right? Because human psychology, right? The reason support and resistance exists is because of human psychology, right? Because if someone sees that it goes up to here, right? This is the all-time high. If for some reason it grinds all the way back and tests here, this is going to be a point of resistance, right? Because people are seeing, oh, this is the highest it went. If you entered back here, you might be looking to take profits because that's just reasonable. If it breaks above all-time highs and has volume, this is considered a breakout. People are going to be FOMOing in. They're going to be spamming market orders, which is going to drive the price up. There's going to be so much buying pressure because in meme coins, there's not a value tied to the token, usually, right? Usually it's just meme and speculation. In speculation, since there's no balance sheet tied to these meme coins, they can go very, very high, which just ignites even more FOMO. For example, right, on this one, on Pump Fund, this recent line right here, actually where current price is, right? You see how it has this, it forms this bottom here, and then it rejects here and comes back down. This line now is very significant, and you can see that the recent support gets absolutely slammed as soon as it cracks. Right, it cracks hard because this is the spot people are looking at. Oh, it needs to hold here. It needs to hold here. This is the recent low. It breaks below that. People are going to start panicking, and that's all that technical analysis really is. I'm gonna stay on for a few more. I'm trying to fix the sleep schedule, so unfortunately it's not a super long stream tonight. I'll probably just keep it an hour, and then we can run it back again tomorrow. I'm trying to do more daytime streams. I've just been so busy during the day, and like on stream, it's hard for me to focus on like actual work I have to do, like social media maintenance and responding to DMs. Like it wouldn't be that exciting with stream if I was just doing it during the day. But I'm trying to do more like live trading. There just hasn't been too many stock tickers. I haven't been. I meant to trade futures during the day, but I'm so lazy when it comes to that. I just love trading meme coins. Like, trend lines are also a result of DCAing. Yes. So trend lines, correct, because if someone, for example, at this point in time has a DCA. DCAing means dollar cost averaging. Basically, you can think about it every so often in intervals, people either buy or sell, right? So let's say I have $2,000 of this token. DCAing, I want to DCA out throughout a day, right? And it might break my orders into 10 $100 orders, right? And it might sell some here, might sell some here, might sell some here. If someone was DCAing out with heavy size, this could be because of that, right? Do you see how each of these pops is getting sold into? That's the result. Maybe, I'm not saying that's for sure, but that could be the result of someone DCAing out. And you have to understand, I've gone over this example earlier. This is kind of going into what liquidity is and how charts move. But basically, on any given asset, there's always going to be resting liquidity, which you can consider as limit orders, right? You should know what a limit order is. If you don't, that's okay. But limit orders, right? Limit buy orders are existing under the current price because these are all places where people have put in an order, right? They're saying, oh, I want to buy this coin at 1.69 bill. I want to buy some maybe at 1.49. You have to keep in mind they're resting because they have not been executed yet. They will not be executed until the coin comes down. Now, why does this matter? Because if someone has a lot of size down here, let's say at 1.47 bill, there's a $2 million buy order, right? That means if this coin comes down to here where this big buy order is, it's not going to be able to break through very easily unless for some reason someone sells $3 million worth. Then it's going to crack that level. So that's how resting liquidity can save and support a chart. Vice versa with sell orders, right? If someone has a sell order up here, that's massive, let's say $5 million, it's going to be very, very hard for price to break out of here because this sell order, this limit sell order is just going to keep staying there. It's like a wall. Market orders are when you get into tokens instantly, right? Most people on Axiom are going to use market orders. They get you into the asset immediately. When you're placing a market order, you are taking liquidity from a sell order, right? So let's say this is the most recent price that's being sold at. If you're using a market order, you're going to buy above the current price and take from the liquidity here. Market orders move a coin very, very hard because a lot of market orders mean a lot of buy pressure. So think about it. There's a bunch of sell orders up here. If millions and millions come in and buy orders, it's going to take out these sell orders, right? Because people are getting impatient. They're willing to pay a non-efficient price because they're impatient. And that's what you call a taker in this example. When you're providing liquidity, you are the maker. You are the market maker. When you are placing market orders, whether it's buy or sell, because you can also nuke a chart with a market order, right? You can sell a ton of coins into this resting liquidity and crash the price. So market orders move a coin up, limit orders support and maintain a chart. How to pick coins for DLMM. I kind of went over this already, unfortunately. What platform do I trade on? So I am obviously looking at charts on Dex Screener, but I trade 99% of my stuff through Meteora. How to pick coins from DLMM. Okay, this is going to be the last thing I go over because I am tired. So when I pick coins for DLMM, the strategy back in, for the past, I don't know, 3 months, I've been trying to try some new stuff out and maybe go into a little bit of more into coins I'm less confident in and just getting out quickly. But previously, I've been trying to choose very, very what I rate as A+ coins. So I start the coin top down, right? The lion, regardless, was a good coin because it was a good meme, right? You're seeing this meme pop up on social media. The lion doesn't concern himself with showering, doesn't concern himself with doing homework, etc., etc. Showering's crazy. And then for, if you remember Boat Kid back in July, this was just going absolutely viral. This was an A+ pool. 6-7, another just viral meme. That was an A+ play back here. But you can see they kind of run out of juice. You can get maybe 1 or 2 squeezes, periods of time in between these dips and pumps. And then like Boat Kid, you can see how this one ended up eventually. So that was my initial coin. And if you want to be patient, I would suggest, obviously, I can't believe I sold Clanker, dude. So that's how I choose coins for DLMM. If you want to just look at coins, just check the Dex Screener homepage. I have a screener on Dex for finding newer pairs. I don't usually choose coins from this because there's usually nothing here that I really want to pull. But if you want the filters for this, 10K liquidity minimum, 100K market cap minimum, 40 mil market cap maximum to get rid of the farms and fake tokens, 36-hour pair max, and then 200K volume are the scanners I use for new DLMM pools. And there's some other tools out there. Fabric shows you trending Meteora pools. There's a lot of tools, but like at the end of the day, not one of these tools or methods are going to make you instantly profitable. It's going to be about your ability to select good coins to DLMM. So like I said, start top down if you like the token, if you actually resonate with it, if you think it's viral enough. What's up, Div? Bro, you tuned in at the wrong time. Yo, Div. I sold Clanker. I was in a pool for months and months. I sold Clanker at 1.3 mil this morning, and it ran 3x. What the fuck is wrong with me? The lion, yeah. All this talk, get to work. I'm at work, boy. Yeah, dude. Like, what is wrong with me? Like, what is actually wrong with me? Isn't meme coins a gamble because everybody rug pulls? 99% are rugs, but you can still be profitable, which is what I try to teach on here. Thank you, Brian, for the rose. By the way, that's very nice of you. Oh my gosh, bro! I can't believe I fucking sold Clanker. That's gonna haunt me for like, I don't know, one more day, and then I'll forget about it. Unless it runs to back to 12 mil, then I'll probably actually be depressed. And what's good, Crime? What's up, L? What's up, fellas? Why are you guys all popping out as soon as I'm about to get off? Like, what the heck? Bro, can someone tell this guy why I'm on Dex Screener? Like, I need to have like a bulletin board for these common questions. Why do I trade on Deck Screener? I don't trade on Deck Screener. This is the platform I've used to look at memes since I first started 2 years ago, almost at this point. So I like the aesthetic. If I'm in a coin that's moving very fast, I'll use Axiom or GMGN. But I'm just looking at charts, and we're actually trading on Meteora. Which pool are you currently in? I actually am in. I need to be careful of fun. I need to make sure this doesn't go against me overnight. Oh shit, I'm still in Ghost too. This is not that great of a pool. Fun is okay. It's okay. What is your best ready-to-go bread and butter? I'm not going to recommend you to get into anything because these aren't like amazing opportunities, and nothing that like I'm like, oh, this is A plus, right? This isn't. This thing that I'm in right now, fun, is not A plus. I'll give this like a B minus. B minus right now. It's very high market cap, so maybe a little bit higher, maybe B plus to be honest. But when do you decide to take profits from your port? Good question. We can go back to the Polynator example, I guess, because this is something, like I said earlier, that I'm not entirely comfortable with. This is not something like it was with the poly market meta, so I wanted to play it, and I liked the price action and volume actually. But I set up a pool here, right? And this thing obviously rugged very hard. I was making okay money up here. I actually already I was already in a pool. I forgot the whole thing. So I was actually in this pool earlier, back here. Once it had this bounce, I just sold and I rebalanced. I set up a new range starting here and went all the way down to whatever it might be. This thing didn't really have the ideal movement, right? When you're in a coin and you're in range here, you want to do something like this. You want to do something like this and survive. This did not do that. I saw that their Twitter got hacked earlier on this dumped hard on this bounce. I ended up just getting out this morning on this bounce for I think $100. So this whole play in total was probably like a $200 win. You still in troll? I am still in troll actually. I've been in troll for a very long time. Coming up on 2 months, maybe. I've actually been in range nearly the whole time, too. So it depends. When do I take profits? If I'm like super bullish the token, for example, online, I thought it was super undervalued, and I was in this pool forever. And I saw it getting volume, so this is one that I held and I didn't take profits on the first bounce. But that's because I actually liked the meme. Like on Polynator, there wasn't anything that was really keeping me in there and confident in it. I just wanted to get my money and get out. Method for not getting rug pulled is, like I said, kind of the coin selection using Meteora. I'm not going to go over it now because it's a little bit too late, but if you look at my stream, look at my YouTube, I go over to how to use that software a good bit. So if you guys want to drop a follow, feel free to do so. I think you will benefit from it. You can look at my page, and you should be able to gain some insight. If you want to join the group, I'm going to send the link now because I'm about to head off. What's your total P&L so far? On this wallet, I'm currently at 124 Solana from 1.5 Solana when I started this Meteora challenge back in August 1st. Obviously, that's not my portfolio, but that's what I like to showcase because it just gives you an example of how it can actually be done. Lifetime P&L. I'm over 6 figs now, so that's good. But I want to ask, do you think it's good to increase the size or stay consistent with the size we usually wear? I usually wear $1,000. Is it good to increase the size? It's always going to be your comfort level, right? Usually when I take a big loss or something, or I take an outsized loss, I'm going to decrease my size a little bit, get comfortable getting in the base hits again. Because I've been going for a lot of home runs, but base hits are always the plays that are gonna grow your account. So, just stay consistent with your size. If you're like feeling confident and you're on fire, maybe scale up, but don't make it uncomfortable for yourself. Is my recommendation. All right, fellas, I'm about to head off. I need to wake up early tomorrow. But I'll be back on. Hopefully, we have a daytime stream. What's up, Alex? I'm sorry, bro. I'm about to head off. But feel free to drop a follow, join the Telegram, and if you watch my videos, it's been harder to respond to DMs. But if you watch my videos and you have specific questions, I'm always willing to get back to you. So let me know. I'll be here if you need me. No problem. I'll see you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace, fellas. Thanks for the